This book explains why you are so easy to manipulate and how to stop. Influence. Robert Cialdini. Have you ever said yes to something you didn't want and only later wondered why? This book reveals the invisible psychological forces that quietly control your decisions every single day. You like to believe you're in control of your choices, that when you say yes, it's because you decided to, that when you buy something, click something, or agree to something, it was rational. Influence begins by calmly dismantling that belief. Robert Cialdini explains that human beings rely on mental shortcuts. These shortcuts help us survive in a complex world, but they also make us predictable. And predictability is easy to exploit. One of the most powerful forces is reciprocity. When someone gives us something, even something small, we feel an internal pressure to give back. This instinct runs so deep that we often repay favors we never asked for. Free samples, small gifts, just a favor. They aren't generosity, they're triggers. Another principle is commitment and consistency. Once we take a small stand, we feel pressure to stay consistent with it. We don't want to look unreliable, not to others and not to ourselves. That's why small agreements often lead to much larger ones. The first yes makes the second easier, and the third almost automatic. Then there's social proof. When we're unsure, we look to others for guidance. If everyone else is doing something, our brain assumes it must be correct. This is why testimonials, reviews, and popularity indicators are so powerful. We don't copy others because we're stupid. We copy them because it feels safe. Authority is another silent force. Titles, uniforms, credentials, confidence, all signal legitimacy. We're trained from childhood to obey authority figures, and that instinct doesn't disappear in adulthood. Often, we comply without questioning whether authority is deserved. Scarcity might be the most dangerous principle of all. When something feels limited, its value explodes in our mind. Only a few left. Limited time. Last chance. Scarcity doesn't just increase desire, it short-circuits logic. We want what we might lose. Cialdini shows that none of these techniques work because people are weak. They work because they're human. These behaviors evolved to help us cooperate, trust, and decide quickly. But in modern life, they're constantly weaponized. The book doesn't just expose manipulation, it gives you awareness. And awareness is power. When you notice urgency, ask why. When you feel pressure to be consistent, pause. When authority speaks, question respectfully. When everyone agrees, think independently. The goal isn't to become cynical, it's to become conscious. Because the moment you understand how influence works, you stop being controlled by it and start choosing deliberately instead.